January 29th, 2022. Halfcast 229, episode 229. Let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. An evening of reflection. Shall we? Nurse steals lottery tickets after store clerk shot dead by robbers. My luck has to be better than the clerk's. Let's give it a shot. Lakeisha Deshawn McGee, 43, a registered nurse from Bonaire, Georgia, was arrested on Monday and charged with theft by taking and tampering with evidence, according to local paper The Telegraph. McGee allegedly stole several lottery tickets from a store after the clerk, Sabrina Renee Dollar, 43, was gunned down by robbers. They try to make it seem like she made off with the safe in the back room. It was just lottery tickets. There's probably not one winner in the whole pile. The incident played out on January 18th when McGee was a patron at the J&J Dollar Store, a store that sells lottery tickets and operates video poker machines in Warner Robins, Georgia. They got video poker machines in the hood. We got video poker machines in Atlantic City. It's not too much different. Following the fatal robbery, McGee was reportedly the one who called 911. Despite attempting to help in the aftermath, she was eventually caught pocketing the tickets from the back office. The exact value of the tickets that she stole is unknown at this time. Outside the actual cost of the tickets, I'm going to guess lunch money. The pile of winners probably lunch money, if that. However, evidence was discovered that showed McGee removing lottery tickets from the office where the victim was found. Holland said, according to the Telegraph, also McGee disconnected the power to the building security system for a brief period before law enforcement and other first responders arrived. McGee is also believed to have checked the clerk's wounds before going to take the lottery tickets. She is currently being held at the Houston County Detention Center without bond, according to the sheriff's office official release. Without bond, have we forgot that she is not the one that A, robbed the store, and B, shot the clerk dead? Oh, here's the blurb about the people who actually committed the horrible crime. The culprits who robbed the store and shot Dollar dead are still at large. Security footage of the incident has been released to the public in order to help track down potential suspects. The incident occurred around 12:15 a.m. on January 18th, and McGee can be seen near the video poker machines with another woman as it played out. McGee was holding a handful of money, which the bandits had her deposit into a plastic bag. She's a victim also. Shortly after McGee surrendered the cash, another one of the robbers who had entered the back office opened fire and killed the store clerk. The men appeared to be wearing all black or dark blue clothing with their faces obscured by masks, hoods, and hats. Aside from her taking a few lottery tickets, she did check the victim's wounds. At the very least, you should give her ROR. You shouldn't be holding her without bond. Oh, because we're not done with the nurses. Nurses rake in 1.5 million offering forged COVID vaccine cards. District Attorney, COVID vaccine cards, also known as butt lift tickets. Two nurses in Long Island, New York, have been accused of forging vaccine cards in a scheme that brought in around $1.5 million, according to law enforcement officials. The Suffolk County Police Department announced Friday that nurses Julie DeVono, 49, and Marissa Ferraro, 44, had been arrested for forging COVID-19 vaccination record cards and entering the false information into the New York State Immunization Information System to indicate a vaccine was given. Police say they charged $220 for adults and $85 for children per false entry. A nurse from the previous story just took a few lottery tickets and they're treating her like she actually robbed the store and shot the clerk. Keep this in mind moving forward. As nurses, these two individuals should understand the importance of legitimate vaccination cards as we all work together to protect the public. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Rodney K. Harrison said in a statement that was posted on Facebook. According to the Long Island newspaper Newsday, prosecutors said that when law enforcement officials searched DeVono's home, they found $900,000 in cash and a ledger noting profits that amounted to more than 1.5 million from the alleged scheme. Somehow we still haven't learned that having paperwork is never good for you. It's always incriminating. It never helps. These individuals allegedly used their positions as licensed healthcare professionals to engage in criminal conduct for their financial benefit. Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney said in a statement, according to Newsday. I hope this sends a message to others who are considering gaming the system that they will get caught and we will enforce the law to the fullest extent. Somehow, I don't think that's scaring anyone. Police say DeVono and Uraro were each charged with one count of second-degree forgery, and that DeVono faces an additional count of first-degree offering a false instrument for filing. Newsweek reached out to the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office for details about the case, but did not receive a response in time for publication this morning. Nowhere in this article do they say that these ladies were arrested. It say that they were charged, but it doesn't say that they were giving a bail or a bond or released ROR. So my question is, how is a lady that just took a few lottery tickets, how is what she did worse than what these ladies did? Fake patient records, illegal pills, part of $17 million criminal indictment. Your local drug dealer doesn't hang out on the corner anymore. He's in the doctor's office writing the drugs out to you. Michigan based doctor and associate have been charged as part of a conspiracy to illegally distribute $17 million worth of prescription drugs, federal prosecutors said today. Physician John Kirkpatrick, 83 of Birmingham, and patient recruiter Roland Williams of Detroit are alleged to have conspired between May 2018 and 2021 by issuing a significant number of prescription opioids outside the scope of medical practice to recruited patients who had no medical need for said drugs. The job title patient recruiter just lets you know that he's in the back of a trailer somewhere hoarding people inside of a minivan. We're going to get you some help. We're going to get you some help. How is that even a legitimate job title? The announcement was made by U.S. Attorney Dawn Eisen, who was joined by Special Agent in Charge Keith Martin of the Drug Enforcement Administration's Detroit Field Division. Kirkpatrick, who operated Southfield Medical Services in Southfield, Michigan, allegedly authorized electronic prescriptions for Schedule II controlled substances that were issued under his DEA license and without proper medical evaluation. Everybody, look under your seats. You get pills. You get pills. Everybody gets pills. Make it rain. Federal prosecutors allege that he prescribed more than 574,600 dosage units of substances, including oxycodone and oxymorphone, with a conservative street value of more than $17 million. He only accepted cash at his clinic. Dr. Trapstar, baby. The indictment alleged that Kirkpatrick required each patient to have records in a file before writing a controlled substance prescription. Williams and others then allegedly created fraudulent medical records, including MRI reports and Michigan automated prescription systems to give the appearance of legitimacy. So, with medical records, it's cool if you want to have a database so you can cross reference and make it easier to look up patient information. But By law, you have to have a hard copy. You have to have a physical paper copy of medical records at all times. It doesn't matter what you have in the system. And that's just law all across the country. This is another in a string of opioid related incidents and arrests that have occurred across America, notably as it pertains to the synthetic and much more potent fentanyl. Recent cases of fentanyl have further shined a light on a newer, more urgent stage in the opioid pandemic. One such incident involved Hartford, Connecticut police officers finding 100 additional bags of fentanyl in a 13-year-old's room. He died of an overdose. Last week in Florida, authorities arrested a 35-year-old woman for child abuse and drug possession after she allegedly kept 34,000 lethal doses of the drug in her baby's crib. If you're a defense attorney, you have to think about how many judges and prosecutors have lost their sons and daughters to this opioid addiction and really think, do you want to be on the wrong side? This is bad. This is very bad. Did man stage a freak accident to cover up wife's murder? Damn right he did. Because the only thing worse than killing your wife is admitting that you are a horrible husband. Todd Kinhammer says his wife Barbara died in a freak car accident, but authorities questioned his story from the beginning and he was tried and convicted of intentional homicide. By now, you should know that if your spouse dies, you're suspect numero uno until they can prove that you are not suspect numero uno. Just after 8 a.m. on September 16th, 2016, a distraught Todd Kinhammer called 911 to report a car accident on a rural road outside La Crosse, Wisconsin. A pipe or something came through the windshield, he told operator. When authorities arrived, he told them a pipe flew off a truck driving in the opposite direction, came through the windshield, and struck his wife. Barbara, 46, was rushed to the hospital but died the next day. The couple had just celebrated their 25th anniversary. The odds of that happening are about the same as the odds of that lady having a winning lottery ticket out of that store where the clerk got shot. Their children, Jessica Cervase and Jordan Kinhammer, say their parents were still very much in love. Whatever my mom wanted, my dad always gave it to her. Yeah, somebody that's about to kill you is always nice to you, Surveys told Moriarty. They were just in a really good time in their lives because they had their first grandchild and they were well off. An autopsy revealed that Barbara died of blunt force injuries to the head and neck. She also had three lacerations to the back of her head. The medical examiner did not think Barbara's injuries were consistent with the accident as described by Todd. Yeah, he laid it on real thick. That was like something out of Final Destination. Please curb your imagination. She said that the injuries to Barb were very inconsistent with a pipe that size and the weight coming through the windshield, says Tim Grunke, La Crosse County District Attorney. Todd Kinhammer made the unusual decision to testify in his own defense. He told the jury he was distraught during his interview with police when he told those different stories of where they were going that morning. I'm not in the right state of mind. I wasn't thinking of where I was going or what I was doing. I was thinking of Barb, he said on the stand. Oh, the violin strings. But he continued to struggle with his memory of the incident and told the jury about a third person he was going to see that morning. Grunke asked him, did you change your story for trial because you knew police had figured out your lies? No, he responded. Todd Kinhammer's children stood by him. He doesn't lie. So when he says he didn't do it, we believe him, Jessica said. But the jury didn't believe him, and Kinhammer was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. Whoa! With the possibility of parole in 30 years. Prosecutor Grunke believes justice has already been served for Barbara Kinhammer. Do you have any concerns at all that you might have convicted an innocent man? Moriarty asked. Not in this case. No. Grunke replied, fun show, fun show, fun show. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Adios.